All of us have benefited from his contributions.
Very few individuals who have contributed as much to UTMB.
He has been willing to perform any job on the institutional level.
He has been and is an institutional legend and treasure.
He was the acting chief nurse of the hospital, which is probably his greatest role.
I also want to thank him for his years of service to the United Way.
Whenever UTMB had an important issue or needed some help, it turned to
Alvin LeBlanc.
Al LeBlanc.
I am Dr. Alvin LeBlanc, and I can park anywhere I want, anytime I want.
My first vision of UTMB was over 70 years ago. We came over here and the first thing that we saw was the seawall running along University Boulevard. That was all marsh and wetlands out where Fish Village and the East End is right now. And then we vacationed down here a number of summers, thought Galveston was the greatest place in the world, and unquestionably that UTMB was the best school. I applied and was accepted, and I was never changed my mind about that being the best thing to do.
It's amazing how many years have gone by and what he's done to help the university.
Dr. LeBlanc epitomizes what UTMB is about.
Simplistic terms, Dr. LeBlanc has served probably in more positions in this institution than anybody in its history.
Mary accuses me of loving UTMB more than I love her, which is not correct, but it's a close second.
My first impression really was, man, how does he do all the stuff that he does?
I don't think there's anyone else that loves and supports UTMB as Al has through his entire career.
He really is a legend at UTMB.
I fish some, I paint some, I play golf some, all badly. You can't use it. I like to joke. I think most things go over a little bit better when you joke about them.
Provide the leadership that Dr. LeBlanc provided when he was in the various positions.
Dr. LeBlanc has spent more than 50 years at UTMB. In that time, he was a longtime member of the Department of OBGYN. He did a large number of deliveries of the faculty wives at UTMB for years. Dr. LeBlanc served as the head of graduate medical education at UTMB for years. He ran the hospital. He was the acting chief nurse at one time, and he's been the acting chair of numerous departments in the institution.
Out of the things that were fun to do here, that I would say were very interesting to do, was the one is the development of the TDC relationship. But when we first set it up, they built a very nice hospital, but they didn't contribute anything to the faculty's salary for it. So that was one of the lobbying jobs. I consider that one of my biggest successes, was to lobby for the first dollars that came to the faculty for providing care for inmates.
Alicia in 1983. I remember his leadership during that time frame. I keep saying leadership because I'm guessing that he's just a natural leader.
I can remember obstetrics was an art. There was no science to it at all. You spent many hours and so on, but there was no way that you could tell how well the baby was doing. It was difficult to get measurements of the pelvis and all those sort of things. All the things that we take for granted right now just didn't exist at that time.
That fantastic smile that just sort of set you at ease, and to see how he interacted with patients, sort of set up a little blueprint that I like to try to follow.
He really has helped a lot of people. I mean, so many family and friends, when they're in trouble or they're scared about their health or something, they come to him and he just calms you down.
When somebody allows you to take care of their family, that's the highest reward that you can get. There's nothing that compares to that.
He did love taking care of patients.
There's certainly been no career that would have been more satisfying than being a physician.
Uniformly, his patients loved him.
That I lived a good life, that I didn't take advantage of anyone, that I did some things that were useful for people, that I loved my family and they loved me back, and that I was happy most every day, and that I liked to joke. So
I love this place.
Dr. LeBlanc, thank you. Please come forward and congratulations.